I want to leak a few secrets with you guys. I was a very hyperactive kid who could never sit still. I have ADHD. All my fucking high school teachers thought I'd be the one that would fail in life because I could never focus all my energy into one singular task. And over the last few months, I've been able to manage to shift my mindset and been able to fucking just turn up and do the work anyway. I went from progressively building up my my willpower. You know, I've been able to work for 5 minutes and 10 minutes, and now I can work hours for days. And I don't have to think about it now. It's robotic. I'm a fucking robot now. And I want to share with you guys how I've been able to just shift a few things within my mindset. That's all it took. And I'm seeing the most progress I've ever fucking seen in my life. And this channel is proof. It is I, Tony fucking Lee. Yo, before we even get started, guys, I've had a few successful coaching calls with people who are a little lost with their goals. They didn't know their life's path and they wanted freedom, but they didn't know how to get there. So I'm going to help 3 students, all right? The first 3 people to click that link. I want to see if working together is a solution for you, if I can help you find your purpose and make that into a profitable path for freedom and fulfillment. All right, before I even fucking get into the 3 secret leaky tips, because that's all you guys want, right? I want to tell you guys that I always thought motivation was a fucking bullshit kind of thing that people would say in books. You just got to find motivation, and for the longest time, I'm like, no, you can't find motivation. You got to take action, which is very true. But being in this period of my life now where I've been able to just show up every fucking day, head down, I can easily just switch off all the distractions. I don't even have to think about it. I just turn up and I'm sitting down. Motivation is definitely a real thing, but I think the biggest thing I did was shifting motivation and making it into more of a physical thing, and that's lesson number 1. What look at that flow, man. No editing as well, you know. And that's lesson number 1. It's I didn't even write it on my laptop. Fuck, I gotta remember it. I wrote it on my phone, but I'll memorize it. Making it physical. And so I guess the easiest thing I did was, instead of seeing motivation as this thing that you have to find and stuff, think of it as like almost a game that motivation you have to build up, and it's almost like a little snowball. I mentioned this thing called momentum, and whenever I don't even tell myself it's a motivation anymore. I've got to find motivation. I've got to be motivated. I think of motivation as like this snowball that I've got to consistently push. And in the beginning part is the fucking hardest part, all right? So all you have to do and all you should expect from yourself is just to push the snowball a couple centimeters. And so since I've made that physical in my mind, it's so much easier. I don't know if this is an ADHD trait, and a lot of you guys claim you have ADHD as well, but a lot of psychiatrists or people who are very well versed in ADHD, they will tell you to make things physical. You know, that's why I'm so big on having a journal, writing down notes. Instead of telling yourself you have to feel motivated, write in a journal like why you're not feeling up for it today, and remind yourself that I got to put in maybe 5 minutes of work. Making motivation physical. So thinking of a physical snowball, thinking of like an energy bar of momentum that you got to kind of fill up every single day. And because I've been able to show up every single fucking day, this momentum bar, like I see it as a full, raging hard, veiny green bar, and that's what keeps me going right now. And I know if I don't show up, or if I miss a day, that momentum bar is going to drop by like 20%, and I don't want that, because I've done that too many times in my life. I guess a little lesson or tip as well, it's like you got to fail and fuck up a few times to understand this. So maybe if you're going through the trials and tribulations, you're still in it, and you'll get there one day eventually. Because like I hopped on self-improvement. I wanted to be the focused guy who worked towards his goals since I was 19, and I'm 24 now. So it took me 5 fucking years to get the shit right. But I'm living proof that it's not impossible, guys. And so yeah, when you're thinking about the snowball, like right now it's just snow on the ground. You got to fluff it up and build it into a small little ball. That's lesson number 2 as well. That the beginning is going to be the hardest fucking part. All right. You know, I've failed, I've succeeded, I've failed, I've succeeded, I've failed, I've built momentum, I've dropped off, smoked weed, played with my willy, chased girls, chased other external things that didn't matter, then it became to snow again. And when I'm in that phase where I'm just looking and like I've got no motivation, alright, I see no progress. Actually, the progress that I've made towards my goals, it's actually gone backwards. I'm losing subscribers, my physique has just gotten shit, alright? You gotta understand that you don't have any reason to feel motivated. You don't have any momentum right now. You have no energy or force. So you gotta find that from somewhere. So once you just put in the first few minutes of the day, like don't expect too much from yourself. But once you start getting the ball rolling, you sit down and you do a bit of work for 5 minutes. You just put on your gym clothes and you walk out to the gym and you just do 1 set. You just open up that book and flick through 1 page. Fuck it, don't even flick through a page. Just open the book. You know, these don't seem like big things, but fucking it's better than not doing anything, right? It's better than where you were the day before, where you weren't even thinking about opening the book in the first place. So this is how motivation and momentum is built. It's built through action. But you got to get through the hardest part first, which is the beginning. And the next day and the next day and the next day, like, it's not going to instantly click with you. But the day after you first went to the gym and just did one set, you're going to feel a bit more comfortable. There's a bit more motivation there. All right? You can look back on what you achieved yesterday, the day before. You're like, you know what? Like, yeah, it was only one page, but for the last 2 months, I didn't even read a fucking book. I didn't even know what a book was. I felt autistic. I couldn't read words or sentences. So fucking be proud of that, guys. All right? Just understand that the beginning is going to be the hardest fucking part. Again, I've been posting consistently for a month and a half, and now it's easy for me, as I keep mentioning. But the hardest part was the beginning, was making that first video. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be wondering, oh shit, like I don't even have a mic then. Like, are people going to like me for me? Like, are people just going to click off? And like, eventually you'll learn. And like, you want to give yourself that positive reinforcement. You're going to get that dopamine release after you finally feel the satisfaction of filming the video or whatever your pursuit or hobby or passion or purpose is. So keep fucking going. And I'm a cynical person. I don't even know what cynical means, but I tap into the darker elements in life, or sin, whatever you want to call it. And this last lesson kind of dips into that too. And it's good to not get too consumed by it. Let me drink a fucking coffee. I woke up fucking late today and haven't had a meal, so I'm gonna wake myself up. And so yeah, this last tip, it's funny, but it works. And once you realize that the competition, the people you're competing with, the people who are also striving for what you're striving for, the competition is so fucking shit. And we know that. And you know that. The reason why you don't feel motivated right now, why? Why is that? Because you've been a lazy piece of shit, and that's what your competition is right now. A lot of them are lazy pieces of shit. The few of them who do feel a little ambitious, that little spark, that motivation, they do it for 1 day, 2 days, and they fucking give up. When I go to work, I'm constantly reminded by the people I'm surrounded with. Like, these guys are all NPCs. They love the 9 to 5. They don't even love it. They hate it, but they're not ambitious enough. They don't have that fucking extra motivation to even go after something that they're actually passionate about. Most people are like that. I know you're so caught up in your mind thinking, oh, I've made no progress, I've fucking relapsed on NoFap, I've gave up on the gym, look, my body is shit. The fact that you're even thinking about wanting to get back on it, you're already ahead of the competition. And once you just start putting in the small amount of grind, just building up that snowball, that momentum, the competition is shit. It's going to be so much easier to win. The bar is so low. Back in the day, like, there weren't many avenues to succeed, so it was a lot clearer. It was a more clearer path for people, right? Now, in this day and age, with so many distractions, social media, yeah, it's given a lot more people different opportunities to win. But most people don't even get there because they're so fucking addicted to their phones. They're addicted to all these vices. Like, dopamine's going fucking, like, everything's consuming your dopamine, which consumes your energy. And that spark and that drive and that ambition. Most people aren't even ambitious, and you know that. Look at your friends. I hate to say it, but your parents are probably, like, really aren't that ambitious. My parents are. I'm grateful. Maybe that's like a subconscious thing that I got because I had a physical representation of what hard work and discipline can actually get you. My parents retired when they were 50 in a foreign country that, like, my dad doesn't even speak English, barely. And he still managed to retire at 50. He's doing well. I'm not gonna fucking start sucking on my own dad's dick, but it's fucking weird. But you know what I'm saying? The competition is shit. I think that's a big reason why my dad was able to succeed. My parents, because yeah, they got nothing. My dad didn't have a uni degree. Didn't know anyone in Australia. Failed high school. He failed earlier than me. He had all the things written for him. Like, the gods were like, all right, yeah, you're just gonna live an average life. Keep cleaning toilets. That's what they were. They were cleaning toilets for over a decade. And he was just so fed up with the fucking situation. He just went for it. He started his own business. His first business went well. He went for the second business. And it sounds good and all, but, like, a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work, but I'm not even sure for him. I'm sure if he started now, it'd be even easier because more people are distracted. You're fucking 40, 50-year-olds who are doom scrolling on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. It's kind of fucking sad, right? There should be a limit for that. But just understanding that your competition it's the lowest it's been. The bar's so low, guys. Me posting every day, if I do this for another year, I mean, just think. I mean, I'm on 2,000 right now. I've already managed to get 200 subscribers in the last 3-4 weeks. Think about over a year. Think about me over a year if I just continue to show up and just, like, even if I'm not feeling for even if I'm not up for it, if I just continue to learn more about my ADHD, learn how I can be a better coach, a better mentor, how can I spread value better. You think I'd do that for after a year straight because I've been posting a year consistently? I won't improve, that I won't reach my goals of owning my own business, a successful business where I spread good value for people. So please, I'm only a couple of steps ahead of you guys, and I've only had these like few little switches in my mindset too, but they've really fucking helped me. And for the first time in my life, I'm able to fucking work consistently without motivating myself. I don't need that because I got a physical representation of the momentum I think about, that bar. I've gotten over the hardest part, which is the beginning. I'm not at the beginning. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm still quite early in that phase, but I'm not in the fucking start where I have to find that motivation. I have to get myself riled up. And I also constantly remind myself that the competition is so fucking low. The bar is so low, guys. It's so easy for you to succeed if you just put a tiny bit of work in the beginning. Work along with me, guys. I'm doing this with you guys. I'm showing it every single fucking day. If you've got your notification bell on, you know that. And I want to help other people find their path, their mission, their life's purpose in life. I want you guys to all achieve freedom and fulfillment. And I think the best way to do that is just by focusing on your purpose, your passions, and making that your income, leading you to a profitable path. And so I'm going to give the first 3 people to click that link an opportunity to work with me. I'll give you guys all the knowledge I've learned so far. And yeah, I'm keen to work with you guys. All right. It is Tony fucking Lee. Have a good day. Hopefully this motivated you guys. Yeah, have a good day. I love y'all.